I don't know about you, but it's a bit chilly, isn't it?
What?
So, we're back on YouTube. We tried filming a preview, but my camera played up. So, yeah. What a great way to start it back after a 4-2 loss to Chelsea. A very, very frustrating game. A game that, on another day, could we have won? Cole Palmer wasn't playing, sorry. We definitely would have.
What?
Chelsea 4, Brighton 2. As I said, very frustrating game. You know, there's goals that could be avoidable, you know, such as, was it their first one? Cole Palmer's first? The one where Webster gave it away, and it's very irritating, and the line's been playing too high. You know, there was warning signs before with, I think it was 2 offside goals. So, it really, and they hit the post as well. So it really should have, you know, we should have taken our chances as well as restricted their chances a lot better, because we just were poor. So let's start with the really positive start of Jorginho Rudiger's first goal for the club. Brilliant goal, screamer. No, it was the flukiest goal you'll ever see, but they all count. The ball, I don't know what happens. The ball comes in, no, Belieber kind of like boots the ball up, and then Sanchez comes flapping at it, misses it, and then ends up hitting or colliding with colliding with Ruta, and then it hits Ruta on the head, and then the ball rebounds off his head and goes in. Ruta didn't even get to celebrate because he's on the floor because he's just been knocked out. Well, not knocked out, but he's just been hit in the head, which isn't pretty.
Cheers, Jeff.
But yeah, limbs, jubilation. 8 minutes in, 1-0 up against Chelsea. Perfect start. And then the onslaught happens. There, I think the first chance I remember was Cole Palmer running through, chipping it over Verbruggen and hitting the post. That should have really been a goal. That was a big let off. And then who then scored and it was offside? I think it might have been, I think Palmer then scored and then it got ruled out offside. And then Madueke scored again and got ruled out offside. And then Cole Palmer scored. What a player Cole Palmer is, by the way. He is quality. I really would like to know where he'd be, where Chelsea would be if they didn't have Cole Palmer. Because to me, and this might sound really, really offensive, and it might sound like I'm really being really salty about the game, which I am. No, I'm joking. Cole Palmer carries Chelsea massively.
What?
I know they've got quality players, like, it pains me to say Caicedo's quality, Madueke's quality, but to me, the player that gets them through the games and turns up is always Cole Palmer. He's brilliant, he's really, really good. But I'd be worried for Chelsea if he was injured, because I don't know where they go from that. But yeah, he scores, what can you do? And there was that, I think it was Webby gave the ball away, was it not? Yeah, Webby gave the ball away. Jackson took it off of him. Jackson then squared it over to Cole Palmer, who put it in the net. A very frustrating goal to concede, one that we shouldn't have been conceding, but it is what it is. Fine, 1-1. Just need to wake up more. Then, to me, in the stadium and still on the replay, I do think the penalty was very, very soft. Who does he run into? Sancho runs into either Belieber or Ruta, I can't quite remember, and goes down. Yes, probably, it's a tough one, but to me I don't think it's a penalty. It's probably me looking through my Brighton seeing glasses, but it's a soft penalty, definitely, especially with some penalties later in the game that we'll go to talk about. So, Sancho gets fouled, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. Palmer steps up to take the penalty, and Palmer's never missing a penalty, is he? Puts it left, Verbruggen drives right, we're 2-1 down. A very, very frustrating goal to concede. And then very quickly after, Cole Palmer I don't know if it was Cole Palmer, someone takes it off of Estupiñán, Estupiñán pulls him back, gets himself a yellow card, a free kick, and quite a far out thing. You're thinking, nothing's going to happen here, and then who else but Cole Palmer wraps it round the Brighton wall, well, the 2-man wall, fuck knows why we only had a 2-man wall, wraps it round top corner, nothing Verbruggen can do. just a world-class finish. To me, that's goal of the month. Like, to be able to have the balls to take that on from there is crazy, and to actually finish it off, mental. But yeah, 3-1 down. Very, very annoying, because we started the game 1-0 up. And then, quickly after that, Sanchez gives the ball away. I'm not even looking. I think I'm looking at the home fans. Then I see Belieber go for after Sanchez gives him the ball. Belieber scores. We're 3-2. All of a sudden, back in this game. Come on. And then very, very quickly after, Cole Palmer goes and slots it into the near post, and we concede a fourth. And there's been 6 goals in the space of 28 minutes. Crazy, crazy game. And then you'd think, then nothing really happens. We don't concede another one until half time. I think we've just been very, very sloppy at this point. Go into the second half, because nothing happens really apart from that. Go into the second half, we're thinking changes needed. You know, maybe there's a chance we come back. It's only 2 goals. You know, Chelsea are very poor defensively. Sanchez is in goal, so it's always going to be an advantage to us. But no changes are made. We started the half really sloppy. I think Bart made a save, corner, get the corner, gone, whatever. And then the ball comes bouncing back to Bart, and for some reason Bart was really hesitant. And I do think yesterday, or whenever it was, Saturday, yeah, that was yesterday, when I'm recording this, he was questionable, Bart. I'm not judging Bart, but all I'm saying is if that was Steele, he would get absolutely slandered. So you've got to be aware of these kind of things. I think Webby, things said about Webby after the game are a bit vile. Like, not vile, but they're a bit uncalled for. He's a club legend. He's played 100-odd games for us. Yes, he was poor. He'll know that himself. Bart was poor. Dunk was poor. Purvis Estepinian was so poor. To me, I would have chalked him off at half-time and brought Lamptey on. But I'm not Hurtsler. Who else was poor? Kadioglu, I thought, going forward was brilliant. Defensively, very, very poor. Belieber, to me, my man of the match, he was superb. Well, not my man of the match, but because obviously Cole Palmer's getting man of the match. But my Brighton man of the match, Belieber genuinely looked like he didn't even belong in our team. He was the only one trying to make things work. He looked like a 30-year-old, but he's like 21, isn't he? So there's that tiny little positive out of it. It's very, very minor. But yeah. Then who's next? Viva looked good. He gave the ball away maybe too many times, but I like Viva and Belieber in midfield. Jack Hinshelwood as well in midfield. Jack Hinshelwood was alright. Not his best game. This might sound really controversial. I prefer him at fullback than I prefer him in midfield. I know midfield is his main position, but I genuinely think I've seen better performances out of him when he played fullback than he's played in centre mid. Welbeck, he's alright. You can't really expect much out of a striker when it's such an onslaught, which it ended up being. So you can't really expect much out of him. He was okay. He chased quite a lot, to be fair. I let him off there. But, you know, we could have done with maybe like a João Pedro. Ruta, but on the other hand, Ruta was quality. I rate Ruta highly. Obviously scored, which gets his rating up. But I thought he was really good. Him and Belieber were quality. And then Matoma's just either really good or really bad. To be fair, he wasn't really bad, but he wasn't good. So I've just contradicted my point completely. He was okay. He tried to do stuff with the ball, but at the same time, no one was actually making runs for him. So it was very, very hard for him. So, yeah. There's not much you can do. Second half continues. Webby's cleared one off the line from a stupid mistake from Bart. He's done well there. I think then Igor and Ayari came on. They changed the game. Kind of. They didn't really do much, but...
What?
Kadioglu and Webby came off for Igor and Ayari. And then Hensel dropped to right back. Yeah, I rate Ayari massively. I prefer Webster over Igor. Maybe I'm wrong. They did alright. Ayari should have had a penalty. I'm sorry. We should have had at least one penalty out of those two. If that one or Sancho was a penalty, then those ones are definitely penalties. So it's a frustrating game. I do think the ref performance was very dodgy. I think there was some times when there was one where Matoma went through, clearly got fouled. and nothing was given. There was ones where Cucurella's gone down without any contact from Ruta, gives a foul to Cucurella. It's really, really annoying. But yeah, nothing apart from those penalty shouts. We didn't really have any chances. I know Belieber had a couple of shots. I know there was a Cisse free kick but Sanchez just caught. And then to put the nail in the coffin, Cucurella goes and scores. Thankfully, it was offside. But could you imagine the outrage if Cucurella scored against Brighton? Oh, I would have been on the pitch. I would have been livid. It is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
It was a poor performance from Brighton. I think everyone knows that. There's no real, apart from Belieber and Jorginho Ruta, there's no real positives to the game. I know, hopefully this proves how important Van Hecker is, how important Veltman is, even a Dinger at times, because they were all missing. But at the same time, if we had them, would we have conceded as many? Probably not, because Van Hecker wouldn't have given that Webster chance to the chance to Jackson, which Webster did, unfortunately. But on a different day, could we have maybe got a result out of it? Possibly, probably not, because Chelsea's quality is, well, Cole Palmer's quality, isn't it? So, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Our first defeat of the season, which we knew was coming eventually. I mean, I think at Forest we were a bit lucky. Well, to be fair, we were maybe unlucky. We probably should have won that in a way, but then I do think we could have had the chance to lose it. Ipswich we should have won. We beat, obviously, we drew to Arsenal, beat Man United, and beat, who else did we beat? Everton. But we need to start racking up wins because we haven't got one for a while. So it would be nice to win against Spurs. That half-full kick-off, that's frustrating. It's going to be Highline versus Highline, isn't it? So it's probably going to end 7-7. It's going to be a great game for the neutral yet again. But for both sets of fans, it's going to be frustrating, probably in that way. It'd be nice to rack up some wins because we definitely do need it. But we've just got what I want to happen with Brighton. So we will get that so clear because we've won 4 games this season already. I know one was against Crawley, but 3 against Premier League sides, decent, okay Premier League sides. Man United's obviously the big one. Everton, they're okay. They're not good this season. I know they beat Palace, but anyone could beat Palace. That's going to come back and bite me. And we beat Wolves, who are struggling a bit. So we need to start racking up points, but I don't think we can argue too much because we weren't good enough against Chelsea. But Chelsea are a quality side, and I know it pains me to say it personally. For me, I think they're going to be a team to beat. I know this is going to sound absolutely controversial, and you're going to hate me for saying this. I think they could finish in the Champions League this season. I genuinely think they do. They've got the quality. It's just a case of how they use it. They've got the depth, 100% the depth. But I genuinely could see them winning some silverware this season. If it's the Conference League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, they'll win some silverware this season. I can 100% guarantee that. I think they're nailed on to win the Conference League. If they don't win the Conference League, it's a disappointment. So, yes, on the grand scheme of things, the match is annoying. It should have been that heavily, we shouldn't have been that heavily defeated. But Chelsea are a quality side. I said it early on, but Cole Palmer is a big reason for that. He's just quality. You look at individuals that make games happen. Like, they're the reason that you win games. And Cole Palmer is probably the best at it in the Premier League. 4 goals, I think he's scored 4 goals before, hasn't he? He's just quality. He makes stuff happen out of nowhere. He's on the penalties, he's on the free kicks. Yes, you can call him a pen merchant. But he's got to be there to score the penalty, hasn't he? It's not... Obviously, you've got to score a penalty. It's simple as that. But to do it consistently... Because, who do you call it? Mark Noble's missed penalties. James Milner's missed penalties. Pedro's missed a penalty but scored the rebound. These quality penalty takers have missed penalties. And I don't think he's missed one yet, has he? I might be wrong, but I don't think he's missed one. João Pedro missed one, but again, scored the rebound. But yeah, he's got to be there to score the penalties, and he does. He's on free kicks as well. He's quality of them, as we've seen. So he's a really quality player, and we just got outdone by him yesterday. and it's as simple as that. Frustrating result. I've blabbled on far too long this video, but to be honest with you, I've got a new editing software, I've got a new camera, so I just want to try it out, to be honest with you. Hopefully this video goes live. But yeah, let me know what you think of my editing and my camera. I think the camera quality looks really good after I tried to film a Chelsea preview, but as I said, my camera mucked up. I filmed one clip that was really good quality and the rest I forgot to focus it, so it was out of focus the whole time. But yeah, let me know what you think of this quality, the editing style. I'm going to try, because my editing before was pretty dog. It's alright, but it was nothing special. I'm going to try and add stuff to this. But yeah, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to like, subscribe and comment. I'll see you in the next one, and I'll be out.
Everything's gonna be alright.